Welcome to Tabletop Gaming Guild. Tabletop Gaming Guild is all about the experiences and memories that playing games with friends and families can create. Today we'll be playing Ark Nova. Now, Ark Nova is a moderately heavy resource management game. I really do enjoy it. It's very much comparable in weight and difficulty to Terraforming Mars. Now, in Ark Nova, you're trying to build a zoo, and it's very important that you get animals into your zoo to build the appeal of your zoo, which increases your revenue. But that revenue, in turn, is used to fund conservation projects, and in the end of the game, your points are determined by where your appeal is relative to your conservation. Basically, there's this track along the board. You're going to be moving one direction with your appeal. The appeal's down here, sorry. You're moving this direction with the appeal. And the opposite direction along the green markers with your conservation. And whenever those two meet, that triggers the end of the game. Everybody else gets one more turn. And your final score is just the difference between the two. And we'll go over that a little bit more when we get to the end of the game. Now, the game is primarily played on the map in front of you, with the 5 cards that are underneath your map. The position those cards are in is very important. So, one of the things to note that the animal cards always starts in the first position, which means if you choose to play the animal card, you have 1 power to spend. And that would not be very good because right now, if you choose an animal, you look at the chart below, you say at 1 power, you get to play 0 animals. If it was at the 2 position, you get 1. All the way up to the 4 position, you still get 1 animal. And at the 5 position, you get to play 2 different animals. And we'll go into how to play animals later, because that's a little bit complicated. Let's go skip into cards. Now, this is at the 2 position for me. And this basically, the main thing is it allows you to draw cards, as it says. So, if you look again at the chart at the bottom, and I'll break down what position you are in. So, if you're in the 1 position, you can draw 1 card, discard 1, so forth. But if you look at the 5 position, you can draw 3 cards, discard 1, or you can snap. Now, what snapping is you could take a card from this display, which we're not allowed to see yet, equal to your reputation, I believe.
Now, I think snapping can be any of them.
Actually, if you see on the flip, within oh, yes, sorry. Snapping can be any of them. So you can take any card from the display, put it in your hand. It also triggers you to move forward on the break track, which is an interesting mechanic in this game. So the break track is up here. With the 3 players, that's in the right position. So when you do that card, it causes the break track to move forward too. Whenever this token gets all the way to here, it triggers a break. Whoever triggered that break gets a little X token, which they can use later to increase the power of any card they play. I'll talk about that more later. Everybody has to discard down to their hand limit, which at the start of the game is 3.
Yes.
And if there's any tokens on their board, they have to discard those. Most of the tokens are bad things. All these yellow ones are bad things that other players played on you. The ×2 increases the strength of your actions for one-time use. If any of those tokens come up, we'll have to explain them when they happen. Then we would replenish the board. Everybody would get their little meeples, half meeples back. We would discard the first 2 cards from the tableau here and refresh that, and then everybody would get income. Income comes from your position on the appeal track, so down here. So if you were on spot 14, you would get 14 money. If you're on 18, you get 16 money, and so forth. You also get income for kiosks that you've built, the little black buildings. And they get income for every adjacent filled zoo part, whatever they're called. Enclosure. That's the word.
Enclosure, yes. Yeah.
So as soon as you have an animal in one of these enclosures, that it flips, and you would a kiosk would score for every one of those filled enclosures that's touching you. You also can get income from certain sponsor cards and some these things on the left track, which I'll get into later. There's going to be a lot of that. We'll get into this later, unfortunately. I haven't had a lot of practice teaching this game, so... and it's a little bit much. Okay. Association. So the association card allows you to take one association task. So you're basically going to take your little half meeple, and you're going to bring them over to this association board. Not the whole map, just the association. So you can put them in...
Don't do it, James, there.
So you can put them in one of these association locations, depending on, again, how much power your card is at. So if I was at the 2, 3, 4, or 5, that would determine where I can go. If I go to 2, I just get 2 reputation, which moves me along this track, which makes it in later game makes more cards on this tableau or market available to me. If I go here, I can take an affiliate zoo, which makes cards that have that symbol cheaper. You can never have more than one of the same affiliate. So basically, if I take this North African, it would go down here on my affiliate zoo place. It says -3. I'm not currently covering anything, but if I cover any of these yellow symbols, I would immediately get that benefit. Basically, as I was saying, this does is if I had a card, which I don't have in North America, let's take one.
I got one here.
So
yeah,
that's let's try an animal. Well, say if I had the Australian one as a my associate zoo. This normally costs 18. For having that associate zoo, it now only costs 15.
Also, the other thing it does, it counts as one of those icons too. So if you have something like the card that I played here, when I got this, I would get 2. You would get 2 appeal because you get the one on it and the one from your associate zoo.
So, yeah, because this one gives you 1 appeal for every.
Yep. Or if you
North
did it
American
afterwards,
icon you have.
You would get a free kiosk. Gets every time you add that icon to your zoo.
So that's another slight similarity to Terraforming Mars is the icons are very important, and you have to pay attention to them. Research. So if you go here in the association, you can take one of these research institutes. You can only have one of each, so you can never take the same one again. So if I were to take this top one, increases my hand limit to 5, gives me 1 more reputation, and the microscopes are just icons that are referred to on specific cards. The 5th spot allows me to go into to fund a conservation project. So that's one of these, or placing a new one on the top. So if I had one in my hand, I could put it down on top and fund it immediately. But if I don't, I could fund one of these as long as I meet the requirements on them. So like having 5, 4, or 2 predators in the zoo, and then I get conservation points to match. And that's basically cards with that predator icon on them.
On that, like the most recent time I played this game with somebody, they didn't know that once you had, let's say we have 3 players and you had 3 conservation projects up here played, you could still keep playing them, and they just bumped the oldest one off.
Yes.
They didn't know about that rule. That's one that's, I think, at least missed by a few people.
You know, it's one that actually has not come up in any of my games because we're not very conservative, I guess. We're all about the money. Okay. So, we'll skip build for now. Let's just go to sponsor because that's a simpler one to explain. Sponsor basically just allows you to either play a sponsor card from your hand, which is one of these blue cards. And one of the nice things about those sponsor cards is sometimes they'll have this like half blue, half brown. That's just a simple reminder that this has end game scoring if it has the brown on there. But sponsor cards require you to have played a sponsor action at least the power noted on the top left of the card. Some of them have other requirements, such as this one, which I have to have played it with at least 3 power and have at least 1 ape symbol in my zoo. Most of them are immediate effects like this one, or ongoing rather. So every time I play an herbivore from now on, I get 3 money. Some of them are only happen during the income, so basically when the break track goes all the way to the bottom. And some of them are just end game scoring, or some are a combination of the two. They're very important to pay attention to these once you've played them. Don't forget about them because, as I said, a lot of them, like this one, have ongoing effects that trigger every time you do something.
And most of them have like a little reminder at the top, basically kind of showing it to you. So if you are stacking your cards, you probably at least want to leave that visible so you can see all your combos and, like triggers that you have.
Okay. Let's go back to the build now. So, build allows you to build a building. It's one single building of up to X size, X being the power level that card is at. So right now it's at 4, so I could build a building of at least up to 4 size, paying 2 money per space it takes up. So a 4 size building, or enclosure rather, would cost me 8 money. It also lists the building types that are available to you. There's basically 2 types that are not going to be available yet, which would be the aviary and the reptile zoo. So if I were to build a 4 size enclosure, I'd grab one of these and plonk it down on my map, making sure I don't cover any permanent structures such as rocks or water. It has to start at the edge of my board, the first one you place rather. Then from then on, anything you place has to touch at least one building you've already built. If for now, right now it's empty, but later on I can fill it with an animal. So let's go back to playing animals. So let's say I played. Do I have a force? Okay, this 3 size animal. So it has to have an enclosure of at least 3 size. It costs me 12 money, and it has a prerequisite. In this case, I have to have an associate zoo, which would be these up here. So I've had to done association action to pull one of those down before I'm able to even play this card. Now, as I said, it requires at least a 3 size, so it's a little bit waste putting it in a 4 size enclosure, but Oh well, I'd have to flip this. That enclosure is full. No other animals can go into that zoo. There are certain things that can make you lose an animal. Let's say I had later on had a few things down. Just grabbing some random stuff. But the key thing is, even though technically I built this into the 4-size zoo, you're not really tracking which animal is in which zoo. So if for whatever reason I had to get rid of this animal, I would free up the smallest available enclosure that would match that animal could go into. So I'd actually free up the 3-size zoo. So that's kind of important to pay attention to.
Oh, here, you might want to lock your board.
Yeah, that'd probably be a good idea.
Yeah, just mouse over and hit L.
Okay, L. Okay, I think that's locked now. Let's check. Yes, it's locked.
We should teach James that shortcut.
Yeah, last time he tried it, he broke the game, so...
As fitting for someone that is terrible with Tabletop Simulator.
Okay, other things that might be on animal cards. Okay, we'll talk about this one first because it's a little simpler. So, this has to be in a 4-size enclosure, but it has to be a 4-size enclosure that is adjacent to water. Pretty straightforward. So basically that 4-size enclosure would have to be touching one of these water spots.
And there's a similar one, but for rocks.
Yep. And if it has, like, this one, this reptile, it's capable of going into a reptile zoo, which reptile zoos aren't unlocked until later. But the key thing is this, right now it takes up a 2-space enclosure. If you move it to the reptile zoo, whereas the standard enclosures can only hold one animal, the reptile zoo and the avian zoo can hold multiple animals, and this one takes up 1 spot in a reptile zoo that can hold up to 5 spots.
And one thing to note, when you build the reptile zoo, you can move one animal that you have in an enclosure into the reptile house or the, aviary once you build it.
Yes.
But only one.
So it's good you can pull one out early, but you kind of want to wait till you get those houses before you kind of drop them.
Maybe, because it's kind of, you're also not playing them, so it's just sitting in your hand. You're not getting income from them. I mean, it's a cost analysis thing there.
Yep. And once you as far as I remember, there's no way of actually getting rid of enclosure once you have it down. So it's like you could run out of space if you're not careful how you build.
Yep.
And those 5-size reptiles houses take a lot of space, so if you're building them late in the game, you may not have room for them. So that's another thing to keep in mind. So those are the different cards. The other key thing about how these cards work is when you take an action, if I took sponsor action, after I was done with the action, it would move down and everything would shift up. It would now have 1 power. And so every time I take an action, the whole thing kind of rotates.
There's also the not fun action. You also don't necessarily have to... There is a 6th action.
Yes. The 6th action is basically, if there's nothing really I can do that's useful, I could say, okay, I want to just, take my 4 card, and I get 4 of these little X tokens that are over...
Right here.
Yeah.
And
so I'd get 4 of these tokens. I'm not going to grab all 4. That would shift down to the 1 position, and now I have tokens that I can spend to increase the strength of the card. So later on, if I take a sponsor action, I could actually increase that sponsor action to 6 by spending one of these tokens.
Yeah, that answered the question I was having, because one of the cards I have has a 6 power on it, so I was kind of wondering about that. So.
Oh, I did not finish explaining the sponsor action. It does have a secondary action you can take, which is you can move forward the break action by whatever number the power of the card is and gain that much money. So you can kind of speed along to the point we get income again.
Yeah, and you can also wind up, maybe somebody has a handful of cards, and then you just rush it, and then they have to discard like 5 cards, and they'll probably be cross with you.
Yep. Now, every card has a flip side that you get access to by filling up any of these positions that have the flip a card option, which is, there's some up here too. Yep, there's one there, and yep.
That's, I believe, all 4 of them.
Yeah, there's just 4. I don't believe there's any way to actually flip all 5. And they're basically a slightly stronger version of that card. Animals is more or less the same, but you could potentially play 2 animals easier, and you can also get reputation. Cards, you get more cards, and it's easier to snap. Also, it does change the fact that now, if you take the upgraded draw cards actions, you can draw cards up within your reputation card range. So you could actually draw cards directly from here, as long as you match the reputation, so your little token is up there or above. But you have to pay an additional cost, which I believe is equal to the number here. Association means you can actually take multiple association actions, as long as you have the combined strength to do that. And you can make a donation as a free action from your associate. So donations are here. You'll put a cube there whenever you make a donation. And it's basically
those cubes. Yeah, that's actually, I don't know if you talked about where we do cubes for conservation projects.
I did not. That's a good point. So the cubes for here come from your supply. But when you go here, you're just basically buying conservation points. But if you're actually doing these conservation projects, they come from this side of the board. Now, the top half are things that you get instantly, plus every time you do an income. The bottom half are ones you just get instantly. So, for example, if I were to put this on a conservation, I would just immediately get 12 money, and that's one off. This one will give me a 2-size building now, and every time we go to income. And okay, buildings. You can split your power to build multiple buildings, but you can't build 2 of the same size building. So if I had 4 power, I could build a 3-size building and a 1-size building if I wanted. Or, well, actually, technically they can be the same size. They just can't be exactly the same building, because there are 2 different 1-size buildings. There's the kiosk and the pavilions. And 3. Yeah, and the 1-size enclosure. It also, once this is unlocked, you now can have access to aviaries and reptile houses, which are 5-size buildings that can only hold specific animals, reptiles or amphibians, that say that have that icon that matches. So, such as the snake here that has a little reptile house icon. I like to often get the sponsor card upgraded first, just because it's a good way to get money and kind of speeds things along a little bit. Because now, I mean, you can always do the sponsor action, and it gets a +1 to that. But you can also now take this bottom action for moving the break track along up to your strength of your card, but get double the income that you would normally get. So if you need money, that's one way to get it. On your map, you will have... Oh, wow. I didn't realize...
Is that German?
Yes.
Yes, it is. I don't know what mine does.
Is the flip side in English? Is that why there's two sides? Two identical sides?
I think they were both in German, but I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, they're both in German. Okay. Well, that's not great. So either I could translate all of them. My German is not great.
Makes sense.
Or we can just go for the basic zero maps. A maps, rather.
My German is not channel appropriate.
Scheiße? That's about all I remember.
Oh, I know a little bit more than that, but...
Schnell? Or, mind even? Even if it was in...
Well, we're going to offend some people, so we better... Let's just switch to the...
Yeah.
The A maps. Ah! I'm not having a good tabletop simulator day.
All right to admit you missed James.
Okay. So, for this map, we all start with a size 3 enclosure. Why do I have a kiosk already?
That's built into the map.
Oh, yeah, yes. Next. So you get a size 3 enclosure and a kiosk to start with. That go in that little corner there. The A maps are there.
I think...
Okay.
See, I don't know if, like, the module I have for Tabletop Simulator has the 1 through 8 maps or not, or 1 through 10.
Make sure your enclosure's on the unfilled side. I'll get you an enclosure, actually. Save you some time. Are there any major rules I missed?
Let's see. Other than I guess end the game trigger, and then also what happens when we get past these points on the green track.
Okay, so that's pretty straightforward. So, whenever we hit our conservation moves up to these tracks, we choose one of these bonuses. So this is either flip one of your cards or get another associate available. This is getting three of those little extra increase your strength things, or 10 coins. Now the first ones are printed on the board. These ones you actually take away, so they're not available to the next person. The 5 coins at the bottom is always available. Then we get...
So if you're the third person, you're just getting the 5.
Or I recommend, Evan, if you're like one of them, take the 5 instead of the 10. It's the real power move.
Now, this one, that's a symbol that I always forget what that symbol means.
Yeah. I know that symbol.
There is my cheat sheet.
Yeah. Take one card within reputation range, and draw one card from the deck. So, I think do that 3 times.
Yep. And this is just when you take a card action, you can do it twice. You just put it on you put that 2 times marker on a action card, and the next time you take that action, you can trigger it twice. When we get to here, this is important that I talk about. Remember I mentioned at the beginning of the game that you had the 2 brown endgame scoring cards? Once somebody reaches 10 conservation points, you have to choose one of those. Everybody has to choose one of those to discard. And even if nobody ever makes it to that point, at the end of the game, we still have to discard one of them. So only one of the 2 will actually count. And generally, there are things like, well, I don't want to actually say what mine do.
But there are a lot of times where they're usually related to icons, type of animals, or types of things that you've placed on the board.
Yes. Actually, I can flip one of these just to...
Oh, yeah.
So, this is like how many animals you have that take a 4 or larger enclosure. And so if you had 5, you get 4 conservation points. And that is actually scored after we trigger the end of the game. Hey, go away. Uh-oh. Okay. And how do we trigger the end of the game? So at any point, if I say I'd had my conservation up to 20, and my appeal had hit 64, because those 2 are in connected sections, so touching, that would trigger the end of the game. And you guys would each get 1 more turn, and then we do final scoring. And final scoring would be, like, say after I did my final scores, I was here, and this had gone, well, this is because conservation may go up. So I would just count from 55, I believe.
I think you go with the closest. So the difference between 64 and 57.
Yeah, so it's just the difference between the 2. Honestly, it doesn't matter too much whether we're doing the higher or lower.
Yeah, it's pretty much... Well, yeah, no, it's pretty much... It only matters kind of for this section, but yeah, you're not really... If your green's down here, you're probably not winning.
Yeah. So that's one thing to keep in mind, whereas appeal in the short run is very important. It gets you a lot of money to be able to keep going. The conservation is the big points because you're making bigger jumps along the track. So now we have to discard down to 4 cards. It's usually recommended that you keep at least 1 sponsor card and a couple of animals.
I've been pondering mine the whole time, and I just have no idea what I'm keeping here.
That's the hardest thing for your first game on this, or first or second game, is like being able to parse these animal cards and knowing what you want to keep. Oh, an important strategy note for this game is there are a lot of different cards. So it's very hard to keep a card with the expectation of getting a specific card later. You want to keep cards that work with what you already have more than anything.
Which I ain't got.
Yeah, I've been looking over my cards. I'm like, there's not a lot of good synergy in this hand whatsoever.
Well, I'm probably going to get rid of that. I'm just going to put these aside while I... think about this.
Let's see which that's me now.
Wow. Yeah. I sort of got a strategy going from the... And I'm kind of just looking at which cards I can't do right now. I'm just getting rid of those. Wow.
I don't think anyone starts with an X, do they? No.
With a what?
I don't think we start with an X icon.
Oh, no, we don't. Huh.
Kind of wished we did. You know, every time I try to go for petting zoo, it always goes badly for me. I don't know.
Yeah, petting zoos are hard.
I had thing is, you know what? One time I got dealt the perfect. I had 3 petting zoo animals from the get-go. And it was a teaching game, and then we only played like 2 rounds, and then we left Origins. I was like, oh.
Yeah, petting zoos you generally just only want to do if you get multiple of them at a time. I'm definitely keeping that. Yeah, I think I'll get rid of that, because it'll be a long time before I can do that.
I gotta get rid of one of these. And...
Oh! Ha! Unintentional strategy that I did. Discard.
And you want... Yeah, let's get rid of that. That's a 6-1 on the association or sponsor. That's going to be tough to do at the beginning.
Yep.
And I've never seen it come up, but you can also only have a maximum of 5 of those X's.
Yes.
7.
If you have any questions on any icons, I can show you. Oh, there's a big page here of all the icons.
And then there's a few other icons there.
Yeah, these are the ones you probably have questions on.
Yeah. All right, so looking at this, looks like...
Got one more to get rid of, and I'm trying to decide.
Red's first, I'm second.
Oh, did it have first player decided somehow?
Yeah.
Oh, yes,
take a look
that's
at the scores.
Right.
Yep.
So once everybody's figured out what they want to keep, we flip the display cards. Evan's probably completely lost by my poor explanation.
I've had worse.
Not much, though, right?
No comment.
Oh, I didn't see that. Oh. Well, I've already committed an error.
Okay. And the blue cards are the
sponsors.
Okay.
Oh, and don't forget to take a look at your brown cards to see what your end game's goals are.
One of them is ridiculously complex.
I have one I'm definitely not doing.
Yeah, one is probably not going to do that one, so I'm doing the other one.
I hate the
Feeling
ones
the same way.
I hate the ones that give you points for having an empty zoo, not filling your zoo's card.
Yeah, not a huge fan of those ones either.
All right. So where am I chucking my cards that I'm getting rid of?
Over here.
Why is it not letting take all of them?
Interesting. Right now, the only way to get those is snaps, right?
Yes. There's one that can go in the aviary.
Yeah, but also requires 3 bird icons.
So nobody's taking that card.
Yeah, probably not. Oh, there's a petting zoo animal. I should have gone with the petting zoo.
Ooh, yeah, I didn't talk about petting zoo at all. Petting zoo is a special building that's a 3-size building that can only have petting zoo animals. And the petting zoos can only go, these petting zoo animals like this one can only go in the petting zoo.
And they kind of basically, escalate up. So the first one's 3, then it's 6, and then it's 9.
Yeah, the first one's really not worth anything.
Oh, another thing we didn't talk about was these things you can't do unless you upgrade a card.
Right. So you can't get past here on this point in reputation unless you've upgraded your card. So the card that allows you to draw cards, you have to have upgraded first. There are certain places on your map, like these ones, you cannot build on those spots unless you've upgraded your build card. That one, you cannot go have more than 2 association until you've flipped your association card.
And I think that's the only 3 restrictions I remember. Oh, yeah. There's this one here. That's kind of tied to association as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that might be the only ones. Just always remember anything in yellow is bonuses you get immediately if you fill those spots. Same things over here. And so for my first action, I am going to take an association action. Oh, and I did not mention this, but the key thing with these associates, they stay on there until we do a break. And even if you have multiple associates, you cannot go, if you want to go to the same place you specifically have already been, the second time would cost you 2 associates, which is marked here.
Yep.
I am taking the Australia Association. And that does not get replenished until after break.
Yeah, and the places to get associates is there's spot on your board, spot on the reputation track. There's this one here. So there's more associates than, ways to get associates than you have associates. And one of them is at the cost of getting a card flip.
Yeah.
But it's also the easiest one to get. So it's kind of...
But flipping a card is pretty important.
Yeah. All right. I also am going to take an association action at 4. And I'm going to take this one. And that gets me to the reputation.
So you did, okay, the
All right.
research lab. So he did the research lab to get a science icon and 2 reputation. So Evan, do you have any idea what you want to do?
I'm going to play this card that lets me win the game right now.
This isn't Glory to Rome.
Oh, well.
This isn't. We didn't playtest this.
Okay. So, I'm thinking at this point I want to probably also do an association.
So you're at 5 strength, so you can do any association action you want.
But I'm going to assume you're probably not doing a conservation action. Seems
Probably
a little
not.
early for that.
Yeah, that's probably not the safe. Oh, I gotta take my guy. Safe one. So, based off what is in my hand, I am going to go here. I'm going to take this one
Make your
and put it right there.
So you're making your European animals cheaper. Okay.
And that's it. See, I can copy what you guys do. That's about the strategy the entire game.
I mean, that'll work for probably a little bit.
The entire game, I only have 2 choices, so.
So, already taking an animal.
Nathan, you are muted.
Oh, sorry. So I'm already doing an animal. So I have a 3-size animal. So I can flip this 3-size enclosure. It will normally cost me 12, but because I have the Australia Association, it's going to cost me 9. And I do have an association, so that meets that requirement. So what this one does is I get a multiplier on my build action. So I get one of these ×2 tokens that goes on my build. And so the next time I build, I can build twice. And I immediately get 6 appeal, which is what that indicates.
A quick question.
One other thing realized didn't talk about was building the kiosks and pavilions.
Yes.
There is placement restrictions on those. You can't. I think you have to be. Any kiosk has to be at least 2 away from any other kiosk you build. If I remember right.
I believe it's 3. It might. I think it says on the bottom. I think it says here. No, it doesn't. But it does tell you what they. Oh yeah, it does. So it says you have to. So basically, if you have to have 2 blank spaces between. Yeah. So it's really technically 3 spaces away.
Yeah.
And they give you income during the income based on how many filled enclosures you have around them, touching them. Pavilions are just immediately one appeal. There's no placement restrictions for pavilions.
Yep. Oh yeah, you just did animals, so it's my turn here.
Yep.
All right. I am also
Question.
doing sponsors. Yep.
Yes.
Okay. So I have a green card in my hand.
That's a conservation project, so if you were to take a conservation action over here, you could place that up top and immediately fulfill one of those conservation projects if you meet the requirement.
Okay, and I was making sure that was the way I was playing it.
All right. Yeah. So did sponsors at 4, and I don't think it gives me anything. But every time I build on a edge space that has a bonus on it, I get another bonus.
Okay, that's a nice little sponsor.
And then at the end of the game, if I manage to build on every border space, I get 1 whole conservation point.
Wow. That's hard to do.
Whoa.
Too. Yeah, it's not a high-scoring game. One conservation actually can make a difference, but that's a lot of work for one.
It's more for the bonus.
Yeah. And you notice that he couldn't have played that until he got his little research institute because it gave him the science icon he needed. So, Evan, what are you trying to do?
I'm currently thinking.
Alright, so if I do that.
Oops, you're missing a cube.
Oh, it's right here.
I got it.
Okay. So I'm going to build.
Okay.
I'm going to build a 2 structure.
Okay, I'll grab that for you. So you can only build one structure. That's going to cost you 4 money.
Okay.
I'll do your money. It has to touch something you've already built. Yeah. So you would immediately get 5 money.
And that's that, right?
Yep. Oh, back to me. La la la.
Oh shoot, I put that in the wrong spot. Now, there.
Yeah, that makes sense. So it's touching your kiosk.
Yep.
I should have been planning. Oh, I might as well do this. I'll do my sponsor. Get done this sponsor, even though he's not really useful for me right now. And that's my turn.
Yep. Okay. I don't know if any of us are doing herbivores. Oh, and there's we were talking about you can only have one animal in an enclosure.
Yep.
There's some herbivores that break that rule.
Oh yeah, I always forget some of these cards are any zoo, and that is any zoo. So even if you guys play, so that's good to remember.
All right, so break 2. I'm doing cards, and I draw 2. All right, that's it for me.
Back to Evan.
Okay.
Cool.
So I'm going to play a sponsor.
Okay.
Oop.
Are you holding out till you get to play 2 animals?
Maybe. So, hydrologist. So it just gives me money every time I place next to a water spot.
Okay. Yeah, and if you had any animals out that required to be placed next to water, you'd immediately get appeal, but you get 1 appeal for this card itself because it does have that same icon on the top right. So you just get one appeal right now.
Look at that. I'm moving on up.
Which would be...
I'm right there.
Ugh.
Okay. So John is falling behind. Ha 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 ha.
Yep. I take no claims of being good.
It doesn't really mean much yet, anyways.
Yep. All right, is it my turn here?
No, it's mine right now.
I'm used to, if the game stops, it's usually my turn.
Okay, I'm going to probably...
John is a time suck.
think. We called it think, sir.
Well, you. This is a family show. I'm not going to say it.
So I'm going to spend a lot of my money right now. I am taking the build action. But because I have the 2 times, I can do it twice.
Yep.
I am going to buy a 4 size and a 1 size building, so that's going to cost me 10 money. So I'm going to be a 4 size and a 1 size enclosure. Do it like that.
Man, I really want to build a 5 size enclosure.
Yeah, and the 1 size doesn't have to touch anything, so let's go here. Okay, and that's my turn. I lose this double icon. It's a one-time thing.
Alright. Well, I'm doing a build, but nowhere near as big of a building. I feel like it's kind of wasting a Power 5 build, but you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm building a size 2 enclosure. Alright. No, don't flip it. So I get an X for placing there. Plus, I combo with my archaeologist, and I'm going to take the icon for drawing a card for my reputation, which happens to be this monkey card right here. And that cost me $4. All right, and that's it for me.
Okay, so I'm going to take the card because I need to draw some cards here.
Oh, and this refills, so...
Oh, well,
the
maybe.
refill
Let me see.
display work automatically? I haven't used it before.
Oh, I haven't.
I guess we just do it manually.
Yeah, I haven't tried the automatic one.
What is this?
That's an iconic animal.
Ooh, there's an herbivore. Somebody wants to grab that herbivore, right? There's a couple of herbivores out there. Oops.
I mean, I don't have a whole lot of times that I can keep drawing cards in there, and I need to spend some of them before I do that anyway.
Okay. So I am going to play the cards.
Now, if I remember right, for the cards or the spots that count as on the edge of your board, that's just like like these ones here through here. These ones here don't count because the water's still technically the edge of the board there. But you can't fill them, but for things that, let's say, requires you filling all the edge spaces, those kind of count as filled.
Yeah, I believe so.
All right, so it was in the 5 spots, so I get to draw 3 and discard 1. Now, of the discard, does it have to be of what I draw or just out of my hand completely?
I believe it's out of your hand completely, but I can double check real quick.
John, did you screw something up?
No, I just realized I think I had something really, really, really broken I can do.
Oh. Yeah, it can be one of the ones that was already in your hand that you discard. Let's see what broken thing John can do.
All right, is it my turn here?
No, I just drew. I got a discard
Oh,
still.
Oh, okay.
Sorry for rushing you, Evan.
I'll forgive you this time. I did not get what I wanted.
Interesting.
Huh, this could change how I was approaching this game. All right, so I am going to discard. Oh, that. Now I'm done.
Ah.
Oh, that was a.
I should have read the text on my cards before I put together my plan. I am going to get cards. Oh, Evan, at one point you took cards, right?
Yeah, you did.
Yes.
You didn't. You got to move the. When you
Yeah,
take
you gotta
cards, it
move
moves
the-
this forward too. And I'm
Yep.
doing cards
Oh.
as well, so it's here.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. It's easy to forget.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm doing cards, so I'm drawing 3 as well. Okay. And I have to discard 1. Oof. I don't like these. Sponsors make you release animals.
Oh, yeah.
Because you have to immediately lose the appeal for the animal you released.
All right, my turn then.
Yep.
All right, so if I'm reading archaeologist here right, if I go and cover up, let's say, this icon right here, could I not take an associate?
Another free placement bonus.
That's a placement bonus, is getting an associate worker.
That's interesting. Let me actually see if there's a specific thing for the... Because, yeah, you're right. It doesn't specify that it has to be the same.
Yeah.
Where's my... There should be a cheat sheet.
And it's kind of more of basically I could get all of my associate workers without ever getting it from any of the other sources.
That doesn't seem kosher.
But thing is, though, a lot of things in this game are not kosher like that.
What's the card number is 221.
Yep.
So 221. Every time you place a board space, you gain an additional free placement bonus of your choice. Choose any placement bonus in your zoo that has not been covered yet. That bonus does not have to be on a border space. Yeah, so you could take any one that's not covered yet.
All right. So I'm taking a level 1 power build, getting myself a level 1 enclosure, and dropping that right there. That's going to get me 2 reputation, which is then also give me a card flip. And I'm going to take an associate.
I thought you said you weren't good at this game.
Well, I mean, I was looking at that. I could already have, that could be my second associate I gotten.
Yeah.
Other than I really wanted that monkey house. And now I got to upgrade one of my cards. Oh, wow, I could even... Oh. All right, which card do I want to upgrade? I'm also not used to getting that early. No, let's not do animals. I don't think we need to flip that one. That's your associate. I mean, I'm getting the boost on the association. So I mean, other than giving you that, and then what else does it give you? Or I mean, also so far up on this track already. I mean, I could be bumping up into that before long. So like getting upgraded. What is that? Cards?
Yeah, cards.
Or upgrading sponsors. Man.
Yeah.
Like, do I lean into this whole, having associations?
Yeah, this is definitely a game of hard decisions. And every decision you make matters.
Oh, and you may play conservation project cards from within reputation range. Oh, yeah. So, like, if there's a conservation card out here, I could also play it if it wasn't instead of one from my hand when doing the 5 power action. I forgot about that.
Right, but I
let's go
believe
with sponsors, because that just makes it easier to even do sponsors as well. So,
yep, and it's good for money if you want to speed up the break track and get some money.
Yep.
Okay. So is that it for you?
Yeah, that's it for me. That's my broken combo. I figured out.
That's a pretty cool combo. Evan, what's your broken combo?
You'll see by the end of the game. I don't want to spoil anything.
Okay.
Now I got to do a lot of building so I can do that again. Where's the monkey house?
Oh, I'm not gonna. Oh, I can't do that. Oh dear.
Whose turn is it?
It is yours.
Oh, okay. I should probably actually figure out what I was doing then.
Oh, I can actually take the penguin pull.
Where's the break track at? Ugh. I need money. That would get me 3 money.
All right, so I didn't want to do this. I was hoping to draw, but I am going to play an animal. I was hoping to draw another one, but I did not. So I'm going to play this adder.
Okay.
So it costs 10, but I have the sponsorship, so it costs 7 then. I'm going to put it in that enclosure there.
Okay.
And then the hypnos is 3 there. So after finishing this action, I can take one action from the person that has the most, which is going to be you, Nathan.
So you may take one action from an action
slot.
card in the slot. 1, 2, or 3 of the player. So you can take you can take an action that I have in 1, 2, or 3 spot.
Mm-hmm.
You can either get cards, build, or sponsor.
And that costs you what? How much? $10 there for that one?
7 because I have the
7. Yep. And did you get your appeal?
I did not put that yet.
So you got 2 from that, looks like.
Yep.
All right. Now look at my hand.
Yeah, did you bump yours up?
No, I have not yet.
All right, I'll go ahead and do that for you. I'm losing by a lot now.
So,
well, really, you're only. I mean, the appeal doesn't move it up that many points, so it's like you're only talking about 4 points. Wow, a few points difference. income wise, we're gonna get 4 more money than you when you hit income, but that's not a lot.
I don't plan for that to continue.
So I think I'm just gonna draw. I'll draw 1, discard 1.
Okay. Which also causes the break to continue.
Yep.
Oh, good lord.
Oh, man.
Alright, I'm just going to get rid of this one because I feel that it will take a long time to get it to be worthwhile.
Ah, wrong button.
As much as I kind of like that one. Much better card to draw up toward the end of the game.
No, because that you can if you get above 25 appeal, you can't play that.
Yeah.
Oh, that is true. I didn't look at that part. I was just looking at the bottom.
All right, so makes it
My turn.
Yep.
And I've kind of painted myself into a corner with the cards I have.
I have a question.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So the 5 here underneath my thing, it is in yellow.
Under which thing?
Right over here on the scoring track.
Oh, on the scoring track?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That is until all of us get past there, I don't think you're supposed to be able to play attack cards. So you actually should not have been able to play that adder. I think, does that one count as an attack card? I think they all do.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that one doesn't really actually do anything mean. So, I mean...
So, is this one of those that we were going to talk about later?
Well, that one actually is pretty straightforward. It just says what it does on the card. It's these like this Venom Constriction or whatever.
They make it so if you don't take the specific action or something, you lose. You have to spend extra money and stuff like that.
And I think
they kind of tell you on those attack cards what they do.
Yeah. I think. I thought it said on the card itself when you couldn't play it till then, but maybe not. But oh well, we can let that go.
Yeah.
I've kind of painted myself into a corner. I realize I can't take the action I need to take to be able to do the next action I need to take to do the next action I need to take until we hit a break. So I may have to just push forward the break.
But then you're going to lose one of those cards.
Yes. I don't have enough money to do much.
So are you going to run sponsor then to get money and move the break?
Yes. Because I can't do association, which is the other thing I need to do, but my associate's already out. Yeah, I'll do sponsor. So I'll move
it 3.
1, 2, 3, and I get 3 coins. So it's not quite at the break yet.
All right, well, I really do not want to lose cards, or at least not a few specific cards, so that's going to change mine. I really wanted to do an association action this turn, but I'll have to pass on that, I guess. All right, I'm doing animals at 5, so I get to place 2 animals.
Ooh.
All right, and I am dropping this bad boy right here. That's going to cost me 12. And that flips over this enclosure. And then I'm going to go and throw out this little boy here. And that's going to cost me 6. And that flip over that enclosure.
Now, technically, he'd fully resolve this card first, unless it said otherwise. And he draws card first, but...
Yeah. And that does matter, especially for, like, you know, like petting zoo and stuff like that. But, yeah, I had nothing else that combos off of that, so that'd be 5. And then I'm just going to go butt myself up to full 8. So get up to 9, appeal. And draw a card. Petting zoo. Should have done it. Damn it, the one time it would have worked.
You mean darn it.
Darn it, yes. Dang it.
I think we have an edit bleep. So I am going to...
So keep in mind you have 4 cards right now. If I were to push the break track again, you would have to discard one of your cards, so just think about that in case there's a card you really... all your cards are things you really cannot afford to lose.
Are you trying to hint that you're going to take it at 1?
I may have to. I planned that badly.
Oof.
Spent too much money.
I mean, I'm going to be sad to see it. I mean, I got a size 5 animal. And you would have probably liked for me to have played it. And I would really like to have played it. But, yeah.
Ah, so it's a size 5 herbivore?
Size 5 herbivore. But it requires so much. Like, I have to have upgraded animals. That's why I was also debating. It's like, do I do that? Do I try and go for it?
Problem I'm having is I'm drawing terribly. Absolutely terribly.
You can just always draw more.
Like right now, I have all of the same type in my hand.
Wow. That's actually good. Can be. Oh, I haven't been paying attention what these are.
So I think I might build this churn.
Okay.
So I can build up to 4 total.
Yeah, up to A4 size building. which costs you 8 money if you do a 4-size building.
What's this one again?
You get to draw a card either from the deck or from the market as up to your current reputation. So basically either this card or the top card of the deck.
Okay.
Right now.
All right. So I am going to build a 4. That's this one.
Yeah, for whenever you're playing cards from the tableau here, it costs the amount of money for the spot that it's at, basically, right?
Yep.
All right. Now, because of my hydrologist, where I put this, does that mean I gain 4 back? Because it says for each space you cover that is next to a water space, you gain 1.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's not bad. And you get to draw a card.
Yep.
Yeah, either from the top of the deck or if you really want, you can get that King Vulture. He's there.
Yeah, he's
Really hard.
Is.
Are you all set?
I am all set.
And I am going to do the sponsor action. Push the break forward once. So we go to break. I get 1 money.
Woo!
I was 1 short of actually being able to play a card. But I get one of these X tokens for triggering the break. Everybody discards down to 3 cards.
I mean, there is a petting zoo animal there. Just taunting me. It's telling me, "To the petting zoo." I'm going to get rid of that guy, that chunky boy.
So if anybody has tokens, they go away. Nobody has any tokens on their map. Okay, so that's fine. We replenish this area and get our associates back.
Yep. Get your meeple there, Evan. Oh. He's busy. Yeah, I'll just take care of that for him.
Oh. We lost our Evan. Oh no.
Yeah. There we go.
Okay, so those...
Very fitting to the game. I had animals getting into what they weren't supposed to.
So our card row has shifted a little bit. Now we do income. So first we get our income for our appeal. So John would get 12 income. Evan and I would each get 10. I have money again. Temporarily. We would get income for kiosks. So you would count how many filled enclosures that are touching your kiosk. So Evan, you'd currently only get 1 money for it. And I'd get 1.
1.
And John is getting 1.
What? Ha, ha, ha.
If you get any income from sponsor cards, which I don't believe anybody is yet.
Nope, but there is one out there on the tableau.
Yep. And nobody's getting income from having done any conservation project and emptied this stuff. So that would be the end of the break. And this goes back to the 3-player position. And it's now John's turn.
All right. Well, I'm going to take...
Oh!
Yeah, I'm sure that'll be fine. So I'm going to take sponsors at 4, but it counts as 5 for me. I'm going to spend the 2 extra bucks to play Penguins. So I get 2 appeal every time I play a bird's icon now. And I get the penguin enclosure that I have to put next to water somewhere, which I'm going to drop right here. It's going to give me $5. And that's a bird icon on itself, so I get 2 appeal. And that's it for that.
And it's back to Evan.
All right.
Oh, and I'm going to hit the refill of display and see what the button does. Hey, it works.
Evan's thinking so hard he's barely on camera.
That's correct. So I am going to
Oh, wait, what's the... Yeah. I don't know if you guys know about the Alt-Shift shortcut key.
Oh, yeah, to look at the reverse side. Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to do association. So I'm going to do it on here. For that allows me to flip anyone I want. Which I am going to flip my sponsor.
Okay, so I will also do the association action. And I am going here. I'm getting the science icon and 2 reputation. And that is my turn.
All right. I also am doing association. And I'm going to take the here, and I'll take the one that gives me 5 cards, hand size, and 1 more reputation. And then I get to flip a card, and I'm going to flip association.
Okay. So I am going to play my sponsor. So I'm going to play Talented Communicator, which allows me to hire one associated worker.
Nice.
So that's, I'm assuming, this guy, which goes right up here, right?
Yep. Okay, I am doing animals, which I get to do 2 animals. So first one's going to be this Tasmanian Devil. And Tasmanian Devil is going to cost me 8. Because my cost is reduced because I have the Australian Association. And I get to put a card from my hand under it to get a 2 extra appeal. I hate to lose this card, but oh well. So I'm getting 6 appeal and 1 influence for that particular card. 6 appeal, 1 influence, and then I am playing another card for 15. Well, that flipped the 15. I'm flipping the 4 size enclosure. So I only have 3 money left. Now, technically, I could sell up to 3 cards from my hand for 4 money each. I don't have a hand.
That would be a problem.
But I go up 1 on the conservation. And was it 7 on the appeal? Yes, 7.
Yep.
So, nice little bump for me. But I'm almost out of money again. And have no cards.
Well, I have cards. Just nothing I want to do with those cards. So let's get some more cards. So I'm taking cards at 5. So draw 3, discard 1. I do not want the crested porcupine, nor do I want the guinea pig.
You want the crested porcupine.
Nah, I mean, the federal grants, maybe, but I already got too many sponsors I need to play as it is. So 3 from the top it is. Ooh, all right. Me like you that one.
I'll advance a break track for you.
Oh, yes.
You're probably going to want to do that again because I'm probably going to do the same thing.
All right, keeping those 3 for sure. I'm getting rid of one of these 2. Yeah, all right, so we had one of the unused base conservation. Oh, okay. I mean, that could be good. I'll discard. That doesn't jive with anything that I have.
Did you discard, John?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. So I'm doing cards at 5. So 3 from the top. What if I don't want to get rid of any of these?
Then I weep for you.
I can randomly take one from you.
I can look at your hand and pick one for you to get rid of.
Off camera, John, I'm holding up a finger. Would you like to guess which one it is?
Am I number 1?
I think it's a thumbs up.
Yep. Hey.
Okay.
I suppose while he's thinking what he's discarding, it's not going to affect him in any way. I could do my card action.
Is Nathan echoing for you, Evan?
No.
Okay. Just must be something on mine. Probably because I'm OBS.
I'll get rid of this one. I don't want to, but c'est la vie.
Ooh. So I did a card action. I'm just getting two. I just got straight 2 cards I don't have to discard. Oh, and I have to advance the break track. It's flying down the board. Go ahead and go, John.
All right. No idea what the echo's about. But all right, I'm doing sponsors, so that counts as a 4 for me, and I'm playing expert on the Americas, so I get 2 appeal for my 2 Americas icons, and I get to build a free kiosk, and I'm going to drop that. Right, yeah. Yeah, right, yeah.
Nice. Evan, you're falling behind. You got to make yourself more appealing. Or sorry, your Zoom more appealing.
Have you looked at me? I'm not very appealing.
Oh.
Oh. Don't worry, I've got some cool stuff here in like a turn or 2, so.
I'm not very appealing. I don't particularly like bananas.
Oh wait, this costs money. I gotta double check if I can do this. I should be fine. Oh wait, I'm gonna have to put that too.
You know what? I haven't even looked to see what the community of these projects are to even be like, oh yeah, I should. Oh well, I guess I'm working towards one of them. It didn't even intend. Wasn't even all right. Well, that's good. I didn't even plan on going for Americas, but hey, here we are.
Yeah, I actually been doing the
Did you
same.
forget about Above too?
There was I kind of did, but there was one I was actually specifically thought, oh, I'm not going to even bother trying for it, and I've actually been doing it. The Predators one.
Yep. And so what's the other one? Just species diversity. We have to have what? 3, 4, and 5, huh? Which I guess I'm doing that one too. Yeah, I'm doing that one too. Is it still Evan's turn, or am I just been sitting here on my turn, not knowing it?
No, it's still my turn.
Okay.
So, as I said, you do want to pick up that crested porcupine. If you want that species diversity, you want to get your herbivore in.
I already got herbivore in my hand.
Oh,
good.
You want to play that quickly?
I can't. By every metric available, I cannot at the moment. Money, a place to put them.
All right, so I'm going to build. I was at a 4, so I have up to 4. So I need a kiosk. I'm going to put in. Thank you. So that's 2, right?
Yep.
And then I need a...
Yeah, you can only build one building.
Oh, that's right.
Unless, unless it was upgraded, then you can...
So I'm not going to build the kiosk then. I need a 1 and a... Yeah, 1 and a 2.
Just one building, though. You want the 2?
Still only one building.
Yeah, just give me the 1. Give me the 1.
Give you the 1. You got to start filling these enclosures.
I will. So I'll put that there.
And you get one of these tokens for going there.
Okay. So it net only costs me 1 to put it there.
Why 1?
Because it's right next to a water.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so... associate guy's out there already. So I guess I'm doing sponsor. Because I need money again. I am not running an efficient game. So I'm going to move the sponsor thing 1, 2, 3, 4. And get 4 money.
Well, at least I have increased hand size this time.
I don't like that it's getting that close to break.
I mean, I could force it to break if I wanted to, but I don't want to.
Sounds like a good idea to me.
Nope, I got things to do. I'm doing association. I'm finally at least going to use my second association worker this time before somebody breaks it on me. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to take the North America's one. And then I'm going to spend $2. And I'm going to get myself a conservation project over here for 1.
Nice. That's
all right.
Off to Evan.
Association. So I need to use it before somebody sends them all back. So there to grab the...
Well, he can't do it this turn anyway. Well, I guess he could if he takes cards. Never mind.
I totally could do it this turn. Do I want to?
That's a good question.
Huh. I would get one card, which actually works out.
But you have all these other things that you could possibly do.
I'm a little limited. So yes, I will do a break. Boom, boom. I get my one card. Interesting.
Discard my card.
Now we refill.
I discard nothing.
Everybody gets their associates back, which is probably not great for me.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy about that.
I do like that. Fortunately, I just used my associates, so they're way down here, but it'll be all right.
That nice little herbivore that I wanted goes away. I have a feeling I'm not going to win this game.
It doesn't seem like you're in a good spot at the moment. But I mean, it's still early.
Okay, so now we do income. So first the income from the appeal. So I get 16.
Right, I get 10.
And 14.
Well, at least that's where I had a nice little advantage. Income from kiosks.
I get 3 there.
I get 3 there.
Still 1 for me.
And then, anybody have income from sponsors or from doing conservation? I don't think so.
Nope.
Okay. So now it is back to John's turn.
All right.
I have money again. Maybe it'll last more than one turn.
Probably not, though.
Probably not.
All right. I don't really have any place to put animals. I'd really need to do a build, but I also have build in level 5 spot. That's not any of the animals I'll actually be playing anytime soon. I would really like to upgrade that. Can I get to where I upgraded it? If I get there or there. Yeah, can't do either. So what do we have out here? Oh, we got federal grants up there now. Ooh, what's the expert on Europe? Okay.
Oh, we forgot to refill these, right?
Yep.
Expert on Europe, huh? Kind of want a lot of things now. Can't play any animals. I mean, build's really the only one I can do other than cards. So I'm just going to take cards and see if maybe I get something else here. Let's see what Lady Luck has for me. Draw 2, keep 1. No, I don't want you. Sea Lion. Let's see what the top card is first before I decide if I want to take the federal grants.
Ooh.
You know what? I am actually going to take federal grants. It cost me $2 for that. All right, that's it for me. So refill display. Oh, wait, no, I have to discard one, don't I? I have to discard one. Yeah, goodbye, chunky boy. You ain't gonna see play anytime soon.
Okay, my turn.
Yep.
Okay, so I am going to play sponsor. You know, a couple turns ago when I said that I had all the same type of card in my hand, I had 5 sponsors in my hand.
Yeah. Oh, that's a rough one to have that many of the same.
It was just like, that's why I was like, I can't do anything.
You know what? Here's the thing: is though, the opposite also sucks. I've had it where I got no sponsors. Like I just can't get any.
Yep, I haven't seen a sponsor in a little since the beginning.
So, expert on Africa.
Okay, interesting. Do you have how many Africa icons do you have at the moment? Just the one?
Just the one.
No, 2.
Oh, 2. Okay.
So you get 2 appeal.
I forgot that it counts for itself.
Yep.
So I'll move you up to appeal.
So I have a question on this card too.
Yeah.
So it says each time I play an African icon in my zoo, you may place any action card onto the number 1 spot. Is it just my cards or is it anybody's? Because it says place any action card.
It's yours. You place. Or each time you play an Africa icon into your zoo, you may place any action on the one. I think that's any of yours.
But if it was mine, it would say your.
Well, I mean,
just
it kind
going
of goes...
kind of off how the wording for the game is so far.
Yeah, but there's usually not too much fiddling with other people's stuff. So usually with that, it's kind of like your own thing.
Yeah, I think... Yeah, it probably should have said any of yours, but I'm pretty sure it does mean your area.
And what do you have going on? Oh, yeah, you got the...
Oh, so I suppose it's my turn.
Yep. Spend your money.
Maybe he isn't ready to spend it yet, you know.
I have a couple cool things I could do. I think this is the most... Yeah, I think this is the coolest, most effective option. I'm going to do association. I am getting my guy and putting him here, taking this one that gives me 5 card hand limit and 1 reputation, and that allows me to flip 2 cards because I covered 1 here and 1 up here.
Yep, nice.
And I will flip the build, and I will flip the sponsor because I've been hurting for money the entire game. Okay. That was my little attempt at trying to catch up a little bit.
Alright. I'm going to do sponsors. And I'm going to spend my X token to make it so it's a 5 power sponsors action. And it's finally time to drop the monkey house. So I get to drop the monkey enclosure. And every time I play a primates icon, I gain a next token. So I get a next token, get the X token right back. And then I got to figure out where I'm going to put this thing. Because it is awkwardly shaped. And I also need to get to corners. There it is. That's the ticket. All right. And I think that's it for that action. I don't think there's anything else comboing off of that. That didn't cover up anything, so yep, we're good.
Okay, so I'm going to play animals. And a lot of things are going to happen here. So I can do 2 animals. So I am going to play my monkeys and my fennec fox. So it'll be 19 total to play both of them because I have the sponsorship.
You have the sponsor for the Fennec Fox, but the Red Shank is Asia. It does look a little bit like
Asia.
So it's actually 3 more. Wrong way.
Nope, yep. Oops. Oh, they do look the same. Oh, anyway.
I mean, color's easier to tell the difference, but then that's not great for colorblind people, but...
All right, so the monkey's going in the 4. Fox is going in the 1. All right, so for my monkey there, so it's gain 1, 2, or 3 X icons for 1, 3, or 5 primate icons in your zoo. So that means I get 1, right? Since he is his own.
Yep.
Okay.
So you can choose a action card to move down to the 1 spot.
Okay, which I'm going to move my build down.
Makes sense because you still got another enclosure you haven't used, so.
Yep.
And then, because of my expert in Africa, I can do it again.
Yep.
Which I don't think I am at this point.
Okay.
Kind of happy where everything is. So I get 10 appeal. And 1 of these.
That was a nice little jump in appeal.
Yep.
It took me forever to get any kind of animals.
Yep. Meanwhile, I want sponsor cards, but I'm not getting them. So I am going to take a build action. I've upgraded it so it can actually build 2 buildings. I am spending 10 money to get a 3 and a 2 size building. So 3 is going to go here, which is going to get me a X token. And the 2 is going to go down here to get me another X token. Actually, I think I want it to be... No, that's fine.
Oh, question here on my expert on Africa. Here in the bottom left for the immediate. says Africa, I gain 1. So would I gain an additional 1 for my fox?
No, that's when you play it.
Okay.
Yeah, so like so pretty much those yellow icons, you get it the instant resolved and it's done. And then the ongoing effect is at the top of the card.
Okay, so I should have got 1 more when I played that.
Right, because it counts itself, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Yep. So it's John's turn.
All right. I'm doing association, and I'm going to do it at power 3. That's fine by me. This is going to be a fun turn here. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to take the Europe. Yeah, let's take the Europe one. All right, drop that there. That's going to give me a card flip, which I'm going to use to flip build. Then I'm going to spend $5 to go ahead and come up here and get a conservation point. Which is going to get me to here, which I'm going to use to get the other card flip, and I'm going to flip animals. And I think that's it for the comboing of stuff off of that. Yeah, because that was just that. Put on there, gave me a card flip. That gave me a conservation, which gave me a card flip. So, yep, that's it for me.
All right, I'm going to take association.
Oh, didn't put that back.
Oh yeah, that's important.
For here, for the card flip, which I'm going to flip cards.
Okay.
Oh yeah, if I want to go further up in here, I have to flip cards, don't I? Ooh. I basically limited myself to only 9 on that one. That is.
That's 2 up on that.
I need a little bit more money for what I want to do. So I will do the sponsor action. I'll move this forward 4 rather. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, do I want to spend some of these extra? Sure, I'll spend these extra. I'll spend 3 of these. Move it 3 more. Is there a max? Is it max at 6 or something? No, I don't think so. So that means I moved at 7, which gives me 14 money.
Wait,
No.
What the?
Because I had the sponsor thing that's
Nathan,
double.
you're muted.
No, I hear him.
Oh, that's weird.
That's why I'm getting all right. Now you're echoing again.
Oh, because he's coming through on the Zoom and then also in the simulator. That's why.
Ah, yep.
How do I turn that off?
I just noticed because you got the microphone flashing on.
I don't even know how to turn that on and off. How did I get that on?
That's a good question.
There we go.
Hey, there we go.
To all of our viewers out there, we are professionals. James taught us everything we know.
Yeah.
I should go into the menus and figure out how to turn that functionality off.
Yeah, do you have something that's just auto-muting you, or?
No, I usually mute the Zoom, but I didn't know this tabletop simulator noise was on.
Ah. See, I wasn't crazy. I was hearing it double.
Anyways, what I did was I did the sponsor action to move the break forward, but I spent my 3 extra tokens to move it forward even more, so I moved it forward 7, and because my sponsor thing's upgraded, I got 14 money for that.
Interesting.
Oh,
I don't think I ever saw that happening.
I've been hurting for money.
I'm like flush with cash here. I don't understand what your problem is with money. All right, so I'm gonna do a level 5 build, and I'm gonna build the reptile house because you know I can. So that's $10. I'm gonna then let's see, where do I want to drop this at? Yeah, I guess here. That's a pretty good spot for it. That's going to get me card draw and 2 reputation. So 2 reputation, which gets me an associate. And the card draw, I'll resolve that in a moment. But then also that lets me move my 1 lizard house. So flip that, and I put 1 cube. Actually, no, he's a 0, so he doesn't even take up any space in the reptile house.
That's nice.
The main thing is I needed that 1 spot back.
Yep.
All right. No, because I got to draw a card now, and I can draw any one of these. Ooh. Let's see here. Every time you play, build a 1 space enclosure for free. Hello. Expert on Europe.
the platypus.
Now it should be Evan's turn.
Okay. I'm going to play cards because I have no cards. I'm drawing off the deck because I need bulk. Is it 4?
Really wish there's a way to flip a 5th card. I don't know if I'm happy with my 4 that I decided on flipping.
Mm-hmm.
I am not happy with what I drew. Well, I'm going to get rid of this since I have 0 herbivores.
Hey, you need to start getting some herbivores. I want you guys getting herbivores out.
I mean, I did have one, but he was just too much of a chunky boy. He had to go.
Oh, I did forget. I probably should have got 3 money when I played that itself, but oh well. A little late now.
I mean, if you forgot, I mean, I'm fine with you taking it. It doesn't matter to me.
Sure.
It is against the rules that I am against it.
I mean, I don't feel like we're in a tournament mode here, so. Whose turn is it? I'm just want to make sure I'm.
I think it's Evan still, or.
I think.
No, I finished.
Oh, okay. So it's my turn. I'm the one holding up the game. Okay.
See, again, I was making the assumption the game stopped and it was my turn.
I'm doing animals, so I'm doing 2 animals. So I am going to do a European badger and a malted Garaza. So that's going to cost me 18 because I get no discounts. Big chunk of my money gone. That gives me 9 appeal. So I go from 19 to 28. And then I get to choose where I want my animal card, which my animal card I will put it. I can put it in 1 or 5, which I'll put it in 1. My associate. Then I can put any of my action cards and put it in the one spot, which is going to be my association card. Okay, so that's my turn. Spend a good chunk of money.
Now I am wishing that I had just a bit more money. Here, how much is that going to cost? It's going to cost me 12. That would cost me 30. That one.
I forget.
One.
Did you move the break because I play cards? Did anybody?
I didn't know.
Okay.
Ooh, it's getting close.
I mean, I can play sponsors and move it, but I mean, let's be honest here. I got too many actual sponsors to play.
At some point, I might actually get a second sponsor card.
So I am going to play sponsors. Question is, do I play it with the X or not? I kind of need to get animals out there too. Yeah, we'll do this. All right, so that's gonna get me $3 and 3 every turn. I don't think that really does anything else. So
no, but 3 every income round is not bad.
yeah. All right, that's it for me.
Lots of decisions here.
Yep. You want to use your animals action and play a herbivore is what you want to do.
I could do that, but I'm not.
Within the realm of possibilities.
You could trigger, do your sponsor action to trigger the bake and get 10 money for.
I could do that too, but I'm not.
Should I just go through every card?
All right, I'm gonna build.
Okay.
How pedestrian.
I'm gonna build a 2 enclosure. Four. Now where am I gonna put it? Is the question.
Probably next to your kiosk. Oh, that is.
So we're gonna go there. That lets me draw a card. Question is, where do I want to draw that card from? I actually think I'm going to take the sea lion.
Okay. Actually, I didn't flip my zoo spots when I filled them. Here's my question. I need cards.
Says who?
I only got one card, and it's a completely useless card to me. Well, it won't quite trigger the break, so yes, I will do cards. And there's no particular card I need to snap. Although it would be nice to have a sponsor, but I'd rather have 3 cards. Costs for small animals reduced by 3. Yeah.
And then every small animal you have gets you 1 appeal when you play it.
Oh, I have one of those. Oh, I'm going to discard this petting zoo animal.
No, not the petting zoo.
Be gone, petting zoo.
Alright, man, I had a bunch of things I was thinking about doing, but I'm going to go with association. And you know what? I'm going to send 2 of them here to the same spot. And I'm going to take Africa. I don't think I have that one yet. Nope. Alright, Africa. And that unlocks my last associate.
Wow, I haven't even unlocked a single one yet.
And then I'm going to spend $5 to go and do one of these research projects here.
Wow.
I mean, you're way ahead of me on the appeal right now in comparison.
Right. But appeal really doesn't matter that much.
Yeah.
I haven't got one yet.
One what?
One
Green?
conservation. Yeah.
Oh. Well, maybe you should think about the planet more instead of being so greedy.
I never watched Captain Planet. I'm sorry.
I
always
I'm going to reduce you down to 0 because
Oh.
Because he's my hero, and pollution. We're just going to take it right down to 0.
Wait, I got the joke. We're all about the bad jokes today, huh?
I'm going to play sponsor.
I mean, I had to get 1 in there.
We're going to add an adventure playground into my zoo.
An adventure playground. That sounds actually pretty cool. Okay, so you're looking for one of the special...
Yeah, which one is that one?
I think it's this one.
Yeah, it gives you a little icon for it. Yeah, it's that one. It has to be placed at least next to 1 rock space. Because, you got to have that dangerous terrain for those kids to get themselves hurt on.
So we're going to drop it right there. It gives me 4 here. Okay. So 25 here is in pinkish. What's that mean?
Yeah, that's because there's a bunch of things that trigger off of 25.
Oh, is it the can't play after? Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Is that it for you?
That's it for me.
Okay, so I'm going to play a sponsor action. And get this...
What?
Expert on Australia. I finally got a sponsor. And it's a...
It seems like an illegal play.
And it works really well for me because it gets me 4 appeal right now. Zooming up that appeal track. And I can later on, every time I play it as Australia icon, I can put a card under this in the pouch to get 2 more appeal.
Alright, well, don't want to do anything with my associate. I mean, I could make the break happen. Or I could finally play animals and, you know, get myself a little bit of appeal. Because I don't have any big, I don't have any big appeal animals. We're all, you know, we're your mom and pa, you know, zoo here. You know, because we have heart and we actually care about the animals.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we're gonna make break happen, so I'm doing cards at 4. So I draw 2. So that
Kind of happy about that.
Break.
I'm kind of happy about that. I needed money.
I mean, I did too. That's really the main reason why I was doing it. So, you know, I guess you're welcome, guys.
Actually, I'm not entirely sure I'm happy about that, but it's all right.
All right. Oh, well, here, petting zoo animal, horse. That's the one that's getting discarded. I don't even need to look at what the other one is. All right. Because I have to discard down to 5. All right. So, yeah, everyone discard down as appropriate.
Yep.
Tokens.
Did you get your X token for triggering?
No, I did not get my X token.
There you go.
All right.
Replenish the... You got that. Get rid of the 2 cards here.
All right. And then income.
Yep. So first, I get 21.
Ooh, I get 17.
I only get a paltry 14. Plus 3 more from my card.
From the kiosk, I get another 4.
And I get another 4 from my kiosks.
I still only get 1. So I'm assuming my adventure playground does not count.
Yes, it would count.
Yeah,
it
I
does
think
count?
it does count.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, then I get 2. Yay, adventure playground.
Ooh.
Somebody had a sponsor card income. I think that was...
Yep, I got that.
And nobody has anything for conservation projects.
Not yet.
Okay, so that would be end of the break. So it's Evan's turn. And I have 40 money. I have so much money right now. We'll see how fast I can spend it.
I'm going to spend a lot of mine right now. All right, so I'm going to play animals. Then I'm going to play raccoon. And my sea lion. Just 28 total. I wish I could.
Oh, you want? I forgot to get my 2 conservation points for unlocking my 3rd associate.
Oh, nice. I've never actually seen that happen.
Which I would have taken the 10 money.
I'm down to 1 money, but so my raccoon is going to go here, and my sea lion's going to go here, and then I can place my association, which is already at 5. I'm going to leave that there. And then I gain 10, but I gain 3 more because I have 3 predators total for the. So I gain 13 appeal.
13 of. Oh. I mean, I got to catch up some point here with that because, I mean, I'm just getting smoked there on appeal. Is there anything that's big chunky boys out here that does anything? Nope. Just mean things, I guess.
And that's it for me.
Okay. I'm going to take an association action to get my associate out here already. And I'm going to use that to flip my cards action, I guess. Because I am super hurting for cards. Okay.
All right, you done?
Yep.
All right, I'm doing sponsors, and I'm going to spend an X. That'll make it a 5 sponsors. And I'm going to drop down the expert on Europe. So I get 2 appeal for my 2 Europe. Woohoo! And then every time I play Europe, I can build a 1 space enclosure for free. So I can drop 1 space enclosure. And where do I want to put it? Either one of those would be good. What does that one need? That needs that. Which that's got, so we're good there. I was going to do something with that, and that doesn't require anything there, so yep. We'll drop this here, which gets me an X token, and that then combos into my archaeologist, which hasn't happened in a while. And I'm going to use that to gain 10 money.
Wow.
I think 10 money, or do I want a card? Nah, 10 money's good. I can't remember if money's worth anything at the end of the game, but, you know, need it to play cards anyway, so.
Pretty sure it's not, but...
I'm pretty sure it's not.
Actually, no, I know it's not, unless maybe it's a tiebreaker, because the only thing is the difference between the two.
Yep. Yeah, it might be a tiebreaker.
Oh.
So I'm going to associate. Take this one, which finally gets me the 3rd one, so I get this to move 1, which allows me to flip a card. Which I am going to flip my association. Also get the 2 here, since I got my 3rd one, which allows me to flip another card. Which I'm going to flip build. And that's it for me.
Okay, I am going to do... Yeah, I'll do the cards action. So I get to do 2 cards, but I can take it from the reputation range. I just have to pay the extra. So I'm going to take this platypus.
The platypus.
and the sponsor. So that's going to cost me an extra some 5 money. And that's my turn.
All right. I have so many options, but we're going to go with this one. So, animals, finally. At 5. So I gain my last. I'm now bumping against the wall and can no longer go any higher. And I get to play 2 animals. So I'm going to play, first off, these monkeys here, the cotton top tamarin. So that costs me 3 less. So that's 12. And that combos all kinds of fun things. So I get a cross token for playing that because he's a monkey. And it was North America, so I get to play a free kiosk. And we'll drop that. Doesn't really matter too much, but yeah, let's drop it there. And I then have to flip over level 1 enclosure. I'll flip that one over. Or it doesn't really matter. Let's flip that one over. Doesn't matter. He also gives me one, and then I bump up against it anyway. It's kind of a shame that I didn't upgrade cards.
Yep.
Oh well. I get 4 appeal for playing him. I got my free kiosk, got my free X, and then I bump up here on the green track, and then I get to play my second animal. And second animal, I think I'm going to play the shoe bill here from the board. That's going to cost me 10 minus 3, so $7 to play him. And I flip over a level 1 enclosure. That gives me 1 conservation point. And 3 appeal.
Oh,
and then he's a bird. And so I gain an additional 2 appeal. And I think that's it then. Yep, because that didn't cover up anything. Yep, we are then good. Yep, because Europe is the one that gives me level 1 closures for free. All right.
Okay, Evan.
So I'm going to do cards. Yeah, no, that's not what I want. There we go. But I'm going to steal it one up on the row here. Yeah, steal this lesser flamingo. And then that's a break 2.
Wow. Just looking at that bison. It's a hard card to get out.
Yeah, gain 1 for each America's icons in all zoos.
Max 8. Yeah.
So I'm building. So I can build up to size 5, but I can build it in multiple buildings. So I'm going to build size 2, Actually. No, I will actually I think I will actually get the size 5. Yeah, I'll get the... Oh, but I can't... no, I'll get the... Do my original plan. I'll get a size 2, a pavilion, a kiosk, and I might as well get a size 1. It's costing me 10. So the size... So the kiosk is going here. Size. The pavilion will go here to let me get a card, which is going to be this seal, I think. No, because I'll never be able to upgrade my animal cards. So that seal is completely unplayable for me. I could go for the venomous snake and be mean. Oh, or I could just go blindly get a card. I'll go for the venomous snake. And then refill display. Where is my level 2 going? I guess it'll go here and get me 5 money. Okay, that's my turn.
Oh boy. I mean, I had plans, but I was thinking about associating this turn, but I mean, there's that chunky boy out there. He needs a home.
Ooh, wow, you do have a lot of North America.
So yeah, I'm gonna build for 5. So that's gonna cost me 10. And I'm gonna put out size 5 enclosure.
Oh, I did put a pavilion, so I should have put my appeal up 1.
Oh yeah, pavilions just do that, huh? Don't they? All right, so I'm gonna cover that up. That gets me $10. Plus, this is my last bonus one. I can't take an associate. I could take a card, I guess. Or I could take 5 money. Do any of these cards look like something that I... I can't take any of those.
I thought you wanted the American Bison.
I mean, I do, but I can also just play animals and play him straight from the board.
Ah.
So, yeah, I think I'm just going to take $5.
Okay, Evan.
So, could I potentially use my 2 X's for the sponsor to make it a 6 for the break and get 12 money?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Since I am money poor, I am currently going to do that.
Oof.
How come you have so little money? I still have 30.
I got like $42 over here, man. Making it rain.
I just spent a ton, like, a little bit ago.
Yeah, I got all the cheap animals now, though.
All right, so that's 12 money. But did you guys already move the break?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. That's it for me.
Okay, I'm going to do sponsor, which is +1, so it's at 5. So I'm actually going to play another sponsor.
What? You're not allowed to have sponsors. Oh, yeah, that's where that one went.
So I get 1 appeal for every 2 or smaller. 1, 2. So I get 2 more appeal right now. So I'm right on top of Evan. And then this goes down.
All right, my turn then?
Yep.
All right, well, I'm just doing level 2 animals because I just want 1 animal, and I need to do it before break happens. So I'm spending $20 for the chonky boy. All right.
Hey, I get $3 for the first time.
You get $3?
Yeah, because you played a herd before.
Yep. I thought you would appreciate that. And then let's see here. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 America icons in mine. How many do you guys have?
I have 0.
I got Evan with 1, it looks like.
Erica 1.
So, all right. So I get 7 bonus. So that's
Wow.
11 appeal I get. So 35. Hey, guys. Shut up. All right. That is 2 America icons. So I get to add 2 kiosks out here. Oh, let me flip that level 5 enclosure. That's kind of important. All right. Guess we could throw 1 there. And throw 1 here. Oh, God, I don't think I covered up anything, right? No. All right. And yeah, that's it for me because I only get to build get 1 animal with that one. So
I'm going to build 5. There we go. So since I have the build 2, I can build up to 5 points now. So I need a 2, and a kiosk.
You can't build 2 the same.
Oh, shit.
yep.
Oh, shoot, you mean.
Yep, dub that over. Oh, shoot. There we go.
Zutalors. That's
As we were talking German earlier, Scheisse.
Yeah.
I need a... Well, I guess I could do a 3 and a 2. That'll work still. Okay, so that's 10. That. Now it's going to get creative here. So I get 5 for placing it there. 6, 7, 8. In there, which is 3 more. So that build actually gained me money.
Wow.
And I get a draw card. Now the draw card is I can pull from here too, right?
If it's upgraded, yes. Yes, but you have to pay the cost, I think.
Yeah. I think so. It doesn't say anything about extra costs with cards, but I don't know.
Well, maybe you don't.
I think maybe drawing is the only one you don't, because I think the other ones you pay the extra cost because you're kind of treating the tableau as your hand, so you're kind of paying the premium for that.
I think you might be right. Yep. It doesn't say anything about playing that card.
And only up to the wherever you're at, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll just draw off the top. There's nothing in that I wanted.
Just break track out.
Let's see what I got. I'll take it.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I can never build that one.
Oh, you know what's the one card I haven't gotten into my hand yet at all that I've seen you guys discard a few? That is conservation projects. I've not seen a single one of those.
Yeah, I'm going to do build, even though it's only at the 2 spot. So I'm spending 4 money. That's not that. And I'm going 2 size building, which is going to go here and get me another card. Oh, I did have a no, I didn't do a 1 size building. I thought I did. Oh yeah, that. Well, I guess it's too late. I suppose I did buy this 1 size building earlier, but never placed it.
Oh, I'm just going to place it. I mean, again, I'm not super stickler on that because
Oh yeah, I was wondering why I was sitting there. I had put it back as like, okay, well, yeah, and so I'll place it now, and then that gets me up 2 on here.
Yeah, that doesn't really change too much there. So I mean,
yeah, you have to give me a break. I haven't been feeling well. Okay.
Yeah,
that would be
as long
my
as you're
turn.
not trying to like redo the past 5 turns or something, I think it's like, all right, wait, let me go and redo all of this. Like, no, man, I don't want to wait here for another hour.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, I think it's time for association. I think I might be spending some X's. I've got it right now at 5. So I'm going to be definitely taking that. And then, I mean, that gives me 2 more points. So, yeah, I'm going to spend all 3 of my X's who all live in Texas. Actually, no. I know one of them lives in Canada now. But, that's a whole nother thing. And drop that there. Yeah, I guess I have no idea what one I'm going to partner with. I think I only have the only other one I had a choice of is that one, so I have to take this one. All right. So that gets me 2 conservation points for that. And
I mean, we're getting close to that. I should probably actually look at my brown cards and figure out what I'm doing then.
yeah, that is about ready to trigger. I am going to tell you that right now. All right, so I get 3 cards and then gain 3 here, and that seems sad. But gaining 3 cards seems better than a doubler. Because, I mean, I would just double my cards action, I think. And get 6 cards and discard 2. Yeah, I guess I take the 3 cards. Alright, so I've done that and that. Then I'm going to now take 3 cards. Right now, this doesn't affect anybody. That's hilarious. Oh man, I would take that chunky boy, but I don't have any room for another level 5 or 5 size place. So he's out. I guess I do take the anaconda. I can at least do something with him. I can take. I mean, that's 5 appeal if I can completely cover my zoo, which, with how many free buildings and stuff I get, plausible. Well, I don't know if I can place any more kiosks. I think I'm kiosked out anyway. And he's not that cool, so and he's cool, but doesn't help me right now. So just 2 off the top then. All right, so that's that part of it resolved. Then I'm going to spend, was it $7 now? Yep, $7. And place one of these out here. Oh, and I haven't even done this action yet. So that goes up 1. And then let's see. I've got what? You guys have 3 different animal icons. Nope, 4 different animal icons. And I doubt I'm going to be getting another 4th animal icon. And I also doubt you guys are going to get 5 America icons anytime soon. So we'll drop this here and get 3 conservation points for that. And then 1 conservation point for the one I took. I think that's it. Everything for that association action. Yeah, resolved that. Resolved that. Resolved everything went off that. Resolved that. So, yep, we are good.
Okay, everybody has to discard down one of their endgame scoring things.
Oh, yep.
I'm getting rid of this one that requires me to have empty space on my map. And I think just discard it anyway.
The one that I said that was ridiculous and stupid and I would not do it, I almost have that one done. But the other one, I can do both of them. Does everybody score off of these or just you? I can't remember.
Just you.
Okay. Yeah, like I'm close to doing either one of these. Here's the one I'm. Yeah, like this one here is have all your water, all your rock, all border spaces, and completely covering the zoo map. And the completely cover is the part that kind of just pushes it out of the range. But I mean, I'm not too far.
Okay. So it's Evan's turn.
should probably look at what I drew here. Hey, it's a monkey boy. Yeah, is it your turn still, Evan? I'm just kind of got distracted.
Yep.
Was just
Yeah, I'm playing animals. I could play 2, but I only can afford to play 1. So I got to figure out which one I'm doing. Okay. So I'm going to play my Laughing Kookaburra. So I get 1 for each Australian icon in all zoos.
Oof. I got a lot of those.
Yeah, max 8. I think I counted. I get 8. 1, 2.
yeah, I got 2.
I got 4.
Yeah, so I get all 8. And he's going to go in just 1. Okay.
Well, in that case, you're done, right?
Yep.
I'm actually going to do cards. So I'm going to grab this. I've kind of changed my plans a little bit. I'm going to grab this seal. And I can get 1 more. I'll grab this engineer. And refill.
Ooh.
Okay. And I have a lot of cards, unfortunately. That's my turn.
I mean, it's tempting to do the comedy sponsors action here. Just, but I'm really only gonna hurt you,
And you'll hurt yourself too.
Yeah, and hurt myself when I kind of want all the cards that are in my hand. So I'm doing a normal sponsors, not a comedy sponsors.
Oh, did you move the break?
No, I'm not moving break for mine. Or you mean for his cards? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, I did not. So it goes 2.
Oh, you did not. Okay.
But it's not broken yet.
I guess I could have done cards as well, but yeah, that doesn't seem like a good idea to do cards.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. I get an income of a card now, which is cool. I do immediately get a card. I think that's it. Kind of more of in-game scoring. That one there is actually in-game scoring, and let's see. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and take that good boy there.
Griffin?
I don't think you guys are going to be happy, but I'm going to do cards.
Actually, I am quite happy because that means I can play the chunky boy that's in my hand after income. Let's see.
Actually, no, I'm not going to do cards. I am going to do sponsors. It's still going to break because I'm going to get the extra income to do this.
Oh, okay.
So, I was trying to be mean and holding off for something.
Sorry, Nathan.
You should have let me be mean.
No, because you were mean to me last time, and I still carry much scorn for that game of Moonrakers.
Well, unfortunately, it just means I'm going to end up being mean to only you instead of both of you.
Well, that's to be expected. I feel that you will always be mean to me in games.
Yeah.
All right, so we broke.
Yeah, I'll get rid of that one.
Yep, I got rid of my one. I got rid of one of my little tiny boys.
I didn't have to discard anything. I'm so sad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we... no tokens. Everything refills. Get your associates back.
I didn't get all my associates. That's the real tragedy right there.
First two cards go away. Income. So Evan gets 23. We each get 21.
I have money this round.
21.
Then income for Kios. I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I get 9.
Income from sponsor cards. None.
I get 3. And I get a card.
And... oh, do you get anything for... oh, yeah, for your conservation.
Yep.
Oh, you get...
yeah,
conservation.
And I get yep. And I get a card... ooh, rock icons. How many rock icons do I have?
I just realized, Nathan, you've only gotten one conservation this entire game so far.
Oh, yeah.
Breeding cooperation. Place 2 player tokens on it. When supporting a base conservation project, you may discard exactly... oh, okay. Wait a second, wait. How does this breeding cooperation work?
Where's that?
This one up here.
Okay. This card, place 2 tokens on it when supporting a base conservation project. So that's one of the 3 at the bottom that we start with.
Yep.
You may discard exactly...
gain...
one token as any icon. 1 token? Oh, 1 token from that card. So you get about 2 tokens on there. If you do a conservation project, you can discard one of those tokens to count as having one of the
5 or
1 extra towards the requirement for that conservation project. Whoops.
And then the end of the game is gain 1 if you have 5 supports of conservation projects, which... okay. Which I'm the closest to with my 1 support. Alright. Nope, don't want red kangaroo, so 1 off the top then. What's this?
Okay, you set?
Yep.
Evan?
Taking the veterinarian. Oh, I didn't even look at that. Yeah, that's good. That would have been like, oh, what am I thinking?
Oh, that was just the. Sorry, that was just your.
Yeah,
That was just a break.
The break.
Yeah, that was just the break.
And Evan triggered that, so it's actually my turn.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, I will go again if you want me to. It's fine.
No, I don't want you to.
Nope, I am definitely not okay with that.
I am going to hurt Evan.
All right. I mean,
so
I'm not really... Ooh.
Doing 2 animal cards. The first one's going to... Okay, so Venom 2.
I got to put an animal aside, so hang on.
Okay. I'll spend my money and figure it out where that's... So this is flipping. And this is flipping. And each... And I'm spending 10 minus 3, so 7 for that one. And... plus 11, so 18.
It's going to be funny, but I'm also probably going to hurt Evan.
I also get to slot 1 card underneath my Australia expert. I think those...
All right, so how are you being mean to me?
Well, okay. So, first of all, I'm putting a card under my Australia expert for 2 extra appeal. Actually, that shouldn't happen yet, but basically everybody ahead of me, which would be only Evan, gets 2 Venom tokens.
Wait, no, I'm ahead of you now.
Oh, no, I moved the wrong person. I'm red.
Okay.
So, Venom tokens. Let's read what they do, because I don't remember.
I think they make it so if you don't take them, you have to pay as many Venom tokens as you have extra.
On each first action cards from the left, lowest slot. If you've already have Venom, so they go on your first 2. So they go here and here. And I believe you... Okay, so every time you don't take that action, you have to pay 2 money.
Yep.
You can discard it. If you take that action, it goes away. If you have at least 1 Venom token left, you pay 2 after your turn. So it's not really that bad this late in the game. So basically, you're going to pay 2 money at the end of every turn until you get rid of both of those.
Well, if you did not discard one, so if you take the action, you don't have to pay the $2, but yeah.
Right. So I'm getting 5 appeal from that. So now 42. And the next one gives me 2 on this track. So I get an associate. Yay. My first associate. And 3 more appeal. And then I also get to move forward 4 on the break track and get 4 money. Okay.
All right. So I'm going to play. Let's see. Ooh. Oh wait. Oh yeah. Level 3 animals. It gets to play 2 animals. Sweet. So I'm playing animals.
Oh, didn't I get some?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, on the upgraded side, yeah, you get you only have to get up to 3 to get 2 animals.
I also realized I just played 2 that are 2 or smaller, so I actually pay 3 less for each of them.
Yep.
Small animal, so I get 6 money back.
All right, so I'm playing the Galapagos Giant Tortoise. It's appropriate. One of my friends is down there in the Galapagos Islands right now. And let's see. So, reputation doesn't do anything for me. I get 2 conservation, or I guess I should spend the money first, which is going to be $27 because I got -3 from there. 25, 27. And then, yeah, so 2 conservation points. And then 8 appeal. So that's going to be 43. And I'm then going to sell this card here for $4. I want to sell any of these other cards? Not really. Yeah, so we'll keep that as is. All right, that is a North America icon, which combos in the kiosk, but I don't have any place that I can legally put a kiosk because that place can't go, and none of those can, and none of those can. So, yep. And that's going to take up 2 slots here in the reptile house. And then do I play the funny card that attacks Evan? Or the card that makes more sense for me to play, because it actually does something for me. So I guess I'll do the one that makes sense. Alright. So that's a Howler Monkey. That's a level 3, size 3 enclosure. And I'm going to set cards at 1. Actually, I don't know if that actually even makes sense for me to do. I kind of need cards. Oh wait, I can also play animals from up here. I thought that's a thing too. Nope, not playing those. So yep, that's fine. I don't really need cards. And build lets me do that. So I want to max out the other thing. So. All right. So cards at 1. I get 6 appeal. And then that's a monkey. So I get an X token. And North America doesn't do anything again. And that cost me $9 to place that one. All right, and I believe that's everything it for that. So,
Okay. So I'm gonna do association. So I'm going to put that there. Take this, which gives me... Oop, wrong one. But that. Okay.
You scared me. I thought you were going to steal what I was planning on doing. Which is take association, go here. And I have 5 different... what do I want to... I'll take the...
Oh, I do have 5.
Yep.
I forgot the one that has 2 on it.
I'm going up 2 on here. So I'll go boom, boom. So I get a card and a conservation point. Plus 5 more conservation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But card, what do I want for my card? Are there rocks in here too? No. Ooh. I will take that card. And, so I will flip my animals card for going past here. I will take the 3 X tokens. Power up tokens. Okay. That would be my turn.
All right. I got so many things that I need and or want to do here. But I think it's going to be association. And I'm just going to do the humble 4 one. To grab this. Which gets me 2 more conservation points. And that's it. Not too well. Actually, no, it isn't. That it is it. I forgot. I can do the other free thing for 1 more conservation point. I mean, it's starting to get expensive. $7 though. Yeah, I should do it.
Oh, Evan, just so you know, you can never have the... Well, normally you can never have the 2 cubes on the same card, so I can't go on here twice, so this is only available to you, this spot, unless somebody has a card that breaks that rule.
Yep.
Wow, he's really kind of going for those, spending money. He got that.
I got that early, and I had so many workers. I mean, it feels like... Yeah, because that's what, 5 right there. So I'll be 1, 2. I'd be all the way back there still. So
yeah, to the point I didn't even bother upgrading my association card because it's like, what's the point? No. So Evan, it's your turn, right?
I am going to do cards.
I'll move the break token for you.
All right, so I get to draw 4. Is there anything up here I want? There is not. Yeah, all right.
Okay. I'm going to do a sponsor. Which is
For the money, right?
Yeah, lose 2 money.
I got it already.
Okay. So I immediately get 5 money. Whoop-dee.
Oh, that's where he went. I thought there was a guy out there I wanted.
Put him over there. I'm going to put my sponsors on this side. Just to be... Okay, that would be my turn.
That's what I was wanting to get was that guy. I was actually planning to do with the sponsors there. Now, let's hear that one. Side entrance is lame. Breeding cooperation, unneeded. I'm almost wondering if I do sponsors for the money.
What you... Wow.
I know, but I mean, you know, it's there. I mean, I could build.
What happened to all your money?
I mean, I spent it. Did you not see the turtles?
True.
Actually,
Wow.
where's the turtles? Oh yeah, there they are. Yeah, I did spend a bit of money last turn. Yeah, I mean, I'd love to do an association action, but well, also I did spend $7 too on getting another conservation point. So I mean, that was a thing too, I guess. Yeah, I guess other than build, and I do need to maybe build, but there's not really anything to build for, at least that's in my hand. You know what, I'm gonna do sponsors, but I'm not gonna do it for the money, I guess. I am actually gonna pit a sponsor out, and that is gonna be the Lizard Boys.
Okay.
So I've got 1, 2 lizards. Do I only have 2 lizards out there? I thought I had more. I guess that's it. And that's going to get me 2 appeal.
Yep. Evan?
Yeah, maybe I should have done animals.
I am going to build.
Yeah, I should have done sponsors for money. Yeah.
I'm going to build a 3 and a 2. I think, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to put the 3 here. So that gets me 12. And that there, which gets me this guy, which gets me 2 conservation and 3 more money. And then I lose 2 because of the venom.
Put you up to 2 conservation for you.
Oh, you moved my conservation?
Yep.
Okay.
I am also building. I'm building a size 5 building. Just gonna go. Yep. There to get another associate. And that's going to cost me 10 money. Okay, go ahead.
All right, well, guess I'm doing animals. Kind of a lame animal, but it's an animal. So that cost me 6. And I don't think I have anything that combos off either of those. And I get 3 appeal.
You can sell the card in your hand for 4 money.
I could. And yeah, I probably should. I mean, I could use it, but there's better or comparable choices even then. Let's see here. Yeah, none of those. Oh, I could. Nope, that's out. Yeah, I'll sell it. $4. Because I mean, I have room and everything else for it, but I don't think that attack's gonna go off for some reason. Constriction.
Constriction? What is... Oh.
Yeah. Nobody's in front of me at the moment.
Nope.
All right, that's it for me.
Okay, Evan.
I'm gonna play animals, so we can get rid of that Venom token.
Because you got rid of one, you don't have to pay the 2 this turn. As long as you got rid of at least one of them.
Yep.
Okay. So we're gonna play the Lesser Flamingo.
Hmm.
And we're going to play the Rock Monitor.
Monster. Rock Lobster. That's the... never mind.
Okay. So I get to play 1 free kiosk. Where's the kiosk? Which one's the kiosk? This one.
Yeah. Hmm.
You know, we're not going to have too many more rounds. It looks
right now. Unless you just want to get that extra 2.
That's what I'm thinking. Because I don't think we're going to get too many more income rounds. Maybe 1.
That makes sense.
Might not even get 1.
So that slides that to there. And then I could sell up to 3 cards for 4 money each.
Yeah, this is not looking good. John's trouncing us.
I'm going to sell this one for 4.
I mean, I got kind of lucky in that, you know, what I planned on doing kind of just jived with other things.
Yep.
And then I suppose I should actually put these in places. All right, and then I can actually move 2 cards into the number 1 spot since they're both Africa cards.
I mean, that archaeologist into the second associate definitely did help. Because I mean, that let me fill up the partner zoos and all the research.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't forget to move your appeal up by 11.
11. See, what am I at? 43.54.
Okay. I'm going to spend 1 extra token to put my animals at level 5, so I can also get a up on the reputation track, which just gives me that token back.
Nice.
But I'll get to play 2 animals. Let's put that aside for now. First one is going to give you both Venom. I got you. Put yours on, Evan.
Oh, okay.
And I got it. Let me do my own Venom. I want to hurt you.
All right. All right.
That gets me 4 appeal. 1, 2, 3, 4. And cost me 7, but then I get 3 back, so it really only cost me 4. Oh. Yeah, that's correct. Oh, no, I get 6 back. So it only cost me 1. Because it's a small animal. And then I'm playing this full-throated seal. So it flips that. Gets my next associated worker. Gives me 2 conservation points for getting an associate worker. Oh, do I want the ×2 or are we going to break soon? Do the ×2 and put it on the associate. That cost me 17 minus 3, so 14. And it gives me 8 more appeal. 57. And that'll be my turn.
Alright, I'm going to do build. So that's going to cost me $2 for the Venom. That's fine. I'm going to build a humble pavilion. It's going to cost me $2. Drop it right there. I'm going to increase my appeal by 1. And then, 1, 2, 3, 4. And, yeah, that's, gonna be it for that. A very exciting action.
Did you lose 2 money or did you get rid of your Venom?
I had lost 2 money.
Okay. Evan.
All right, I'm going to build a 2, so that gets rid of this Venom. Where am I going to put it? That's another question. All right, I know where I'm going to put it. Smack right there. Come on. There we go. So that gets me 2 more of that. Should give me another person, but I already have all my people. Yay.
Okay. You all set?
All good.
I wasn't paying attention to what you were doing because I got a really big turn I'm excited about. Doing association action twice. And I can go to conservation at a level 4 because of my sponsor.
Yep.
And I'm going to take this one That gives me a conservation point to go here. Just make sure I do, in fact, have 5. 1, 2, 3. Did I miscount? Do I only have 4?
You have 4.
No!
Yep, I only see 4.
I could have swore I had 5. Oh well, I'll do it at 4. It's still pretty good. So because I got the 4 plus 1 for the what did I get the other one for? I'm getting myself distracted. So I did put 2 guys out. 4 there. Oh, and I took it from the place that gives me 1 conservation. So I get 5 still. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's a nice little jump. But my second conservation action, association action, is going to go here. Get... Oh, no, I can't go there.
Yep, I took it.
Yes, you took it. I will go here instead. Go up 2 on here, so I get a card and a conservation point. And what card do I want?
Getting hairy here.
Do I have anything that requires? I have 1. 2. I do have 2. So at least that's something. I will take this card. And I will say refill.
Alright, so this is going to cost me $2, but I'm taking association and spending my lone X here to take it at the 5. I have 5 America icons.
Oh dear.
Yep.
You slaughtered us.
I guess I'll take... that doesn't get me any money. That doesn't get me any points. So I guess I'll just take 12 money. And could be a tiebreaker, I guess. That gets me 5 conservation points.
Well, you can spend the money here.
Oh, yeah. You know what? That will give me... I was like... Yep. So I just net $2 and I drop another one there. And
wow.
Then I believe that's my turn there. And then I spend $2 for the Venom.
So that triggers the end of the game. I believe we each get 1 more turn.
Yeah, I think you guys do and I don't, right?
Yes, I believe so. Yeah, we get an extra 1 more turn and you do not.
I can't remember if you get anything for ending the game or it's been a while since I've played.
Nope. I mean, more often than not, it seems like the person who triggered the end of the game won anyways.
I'm lagging here. Here we go. So I just played animal. So I get 4. I get to draw cards and this card. Yeah, because even if I gain, I'm nowhere even close to. So, I mean, I could put some into conservation, but I don't think I could have got anywhere close to what I would need. So, I'll just do that and be done.
Well, that's not cool. I guess I will just do a sponsor action and upgrade it to for 3 times. So it's going to be 7 just to force a break. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I get 14 money. Whoop-dee. The main thing is, during the income, I get a conservation point, but so does John. So,
you're just running it up on Evan now, which I mean, I'm okay with.
Because I don't think there's anything else worthwhile I could have done. We'll just go through this. All your Venom tokens are gone. This replenishes, but that's not going to matter. We don't even need to bother. These go because that actually can matter. Income. I get 27. Plus kiosk income. $9. Plus 11. That's all the income I get. I get 1 conservation. Horribly low conservation score.
And I get 9 from my car, from those, and then I get a card. You know, here we go. I guess for my dream of getting to 6 birds, which never happened. I got halfway there.
Okay. So that will be the end of the game. Let's do our scoring. Just run through this to make sure we cover everything. So we would score, okay, at the end of the game, so good concentration for appeal. So you do your final scoring card first, which I did not do well on mine.
Mine is just 6 research icons, which I got 6.
Mine was for supporting at least 3 conservation projects, which is actually really hard. So I got nothing for it.
Small animal zoo. Was 1 short of getting the third one. So
yeah, my other one was like have the entire map covered, have like all, you know, basically I had to cover the entire map.
Yeah, at no point did anybody ever play any conservation cards up here. I was getting ready to.
I never got any. And there was one that was out there one time that I might have been able to play if I could have gotten more rock icons. That was about it. And that I would have been playing it from the board instead of like from my hand. All right, so
now we score anything for... Okay. Any cards that any cards that have end game scoring?
So I got 2 more on mine.
I got 4 more for my end game cards.
I get nothing.
And yeah, I didn't get to 6 birds or having 5 1 enclosures filled. I only had 2?
Yeah. I all the water spaces are connected on mine, so. And I got the 9.
Okay.
Caps, so.
So yeah, you're moving this up?
I already did.
Oh wow. Okay, so that should... Now we just tally our victory points. I think it's pretty obvious. But you would find the lowest appeal value in your score area. So you look at your...
Yeah, is it like the score is a difference of appeal or a difference of? I think it's appeal, isn't it? Or is appeal a tiebreaker and is you count the greens?
So it sounds like it's this. So it's
Conservation.
Wait,
Or...
yeah. It's just a little weirdly worded. Okay. Begin by looking at the score area where your conservation counter is. Okay, yeah, the lowest value. So you subtract 22 is your lowest value. Then subtract the target number from your appeal value. So 22 is subtracted by from your 55 to get your actual score. Whereas I am doing 57 minus 76. So I'm in a negative.
Negative 19. Yeah, I had 23.
And we won't even talk about Alvin.
Oh,
yeah,
we
terrible.
got to. It's 98. I want to, though.
98 to 57.
41. Negative 41. You know what? Thing is, though, that's about how I did on my first time playing, in all honesty. That was the best I've ever played at this, too.
Yeah, you did phenomenally well.
Yeah, like I had like so many times where, you guys like where you were having to dig for money. I mean, I had turns like every other time I played this, I've had those kind of problems. But this time everything just, I mean, like because you were doing that and rushing it, I never had to worry about getting money.
Yep.
And I didn't play too many animals. I only played like a couple of the first, and then I did a lot of sponsors, kind of like setting up the whole combo. And then I was like, here we go. Now I'm dropping monkeys, and I get all of this with the monkey. And now I drop the, this bird, and I get all this with that too.
Now, given that, if you had let it go for another round or two, I would have been every turn scoring a bunch of conservation points and really catching up fast.
Yeah. Yeah, because I had no conservation cards, so for me, I needed it to end. I had no predators, so that wasn't going to be a scoring option for me. And, I mean, there was none of them out there, and I had none in my hand. So, yeah, like, my getting conservation points at that is just going to be off of this, and that's going to start getting expensive.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, I could have taken, and that's the other thing is if I would have had cards, it wouldn't have been that bad because if I would have done that instead of, because then I could have easily, especially I had like income of 1 reputation, so I would have been at the end of this track, and so I could have, spent all my money. Like I could have taken multiple actions here. Just been like, all right, I get 2, which gives me 2 appeal, and I'll spend $10 to get conservation. I mean, it's not the best amount of points, but I mean, it's still points, I guess.
Well, the biggest thing I think for you was that one that gave it the extra bonus and getting your associates so much earlier.
Yeah, getting that second associate. I mean, I didn't use it the first break, but every break after that, I got to use it.
Yeah. Meanwhile, it's like it was almost the end of the game before I got my second associate.
Yeah, I stumbled right out of the gate because my hand was so unlucky that I was stuck with 4 or 5 sponsors and nothing I could do with because they were all 4 and 5. So you play 1, and then you're kind of fiddling around for 2 rounds to even get anything. But this is it's a good game, and I think I like it a little bit better than Terraforming Mars because it's maybe because I've just played Terraforming Mars quite a bit, and it just kind of dulled out a little bit. So I don't know if that's why I like this one a little bit better, but this does run into the same problem with Terraforming Mars of the first 1 or 2 times you're going to play this, you are going to do absolutely terrible as you learn how to play the cards and how to organize it all together, which the downside with that can be very off-putting for some people if you just get demolished so terrible. Like, wow, that was a terrible experience. Like, I would gladly play this again, no problem. Like, it doesn't bother me. But, I could see that being very off-putting for some people, that as you're kind of learning it and you play with somebody that has played it before, you're not going to do well at all.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know what? Sometimes even if it's, because I'm trying to think of, I've done one time when I learned it originally, like when I played this before it came out, because my buddy Evan was just like kickstarts everything, and so he was already into this. Then I taught somebody, played once with the physical copy. So yeah, this was my 5th time, and my 4th time was probably my worst time. In all honesty, like,
and I think this is my 4th time, so that makes sense. This is my worst time.
Yeah, so, that's just kind of like the valley, and then it's all uphill from there, or downhill, or whichever one's the good one.
I think it's also the first time I lost. But no, yeah, it definitely takes a bit getting used to the cards and learning, which cards to keep and which to get rid of, and how they combo with your existing cards.
Yeah.
But I feel it's a little bit more streamlined than Terraforming Mars. Just because you're only really, although it's a little bit more insular because you're mainly just paying attention to your area and just kind of vaguely keeping an eye on people, make sure they don't get too far ahead.
Yeah, and also I feel like you have a little bit more control of your destiny, especially with the tableau out there. You kind of have at least options that you don't get with terraforming, because you don't have like a board to select things from.
I do like the fact that it gives you a very similar player interaction to Terraforming Mars, but in a completely different vein. Like the same amount of interaction, but like I said, it's just so different. So since you have the tableau with the cards, kind of replaces the interaction onto like the giant board, and then how you can interact with each other so much, versus it's.
I mean,
it
like
plays similarly.
Yeah, I mean, like you saw, I made the decision to go with when I did my first conservation project, I went with species diversity because, I knew you guys couldn't compete with me on North America at all, and and I wasn't certain I was going to get a 5th animal, so I felt it was better to secure the 4th one, than to like run the risk of getting stuck with having to take the 2-point.
Yeah, I would say this is a very good heavier game that if you do like something like Terraforming Mars or something along that lines, this is a very good fit for you. I really enjoyed that, but
yeah, and I've also never seen where just one person is the only one doing this.
No, I haven't seen that either. But again, it's like I've never seen somebody be able to get to that point so quickly where they can actually start doing that.
Oh yeah, because I got like my 2nd card flip pretty quick too.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess that's our playthrough for Ark Nova. So, I mean, if you enjoyed what you saw, you know what to do. Hit the subscribe and hit us in the comments if you saw anything in there or you have any questions. But until later.
Or if we totally botched the rules.
Yeah, it's homebrew. It's all right. We make house rules all the time. It's perfectly fine. Sorry to offend any of our German listeners for our terrible German earlier. But until later, have a good night.